Om Shanti, this is Sakal Murli of 11th September 2025. Morning Murli Baptada Madhuban. Essence, sweet children, you are the true friends with the whole world. You should have no enmity with anyone's question. You are the spiritual military. What directions has the Father given you which you have to put into a practice? Your answer. You have been the directions, always wear your page. Wherever anyone asks you what is this or who are you, tell them we are the fire brigade who puts out the fire of the lust of the whole world. At this time, the whole world is ablaze in the fire of lust. We are giving everyone the message now become a pure and imbibe the divine virtues and your board will go across. Om Shanti, you sweetest spiritual children are sitting in easy remembrance. Some find it is difficult. Many are confused because they think that they have to sit in a very tight or strict manner. The Father says there is nothing like that here. You may sit how you like. You simply have to remember Father. There is no question of difficulty in this. Hatha Yoga sits in a very tight positions, crossing one leg over other. Here, the Father tells you to sit comfortably. Remember the Father and the cycles of 84 births. This is easy remembrance. While sitting and walking around, this should remain in your intellects. Just as this little boy is sitting next to his father and he is only aware of his parent. So you too are the children, and it is therefore easy to remember the Father. Where are Baba's children? We have to claim our inheritance from Baba. You may live at home with your families and carrying on working for your livelihoods, but simply remove the remembrance of others from your intellects. Some of you used to remember Hanuman, and others used to remember Sagis, etc. That remembrance has to be forgotten. Everyone remembers someone. Worshippers go to the temples in order to carry out their worship. Here there is no need to go anywhere. Tell anyone you meet. Shivbaba says, remember me, the one's father. Shivbaba is incorporeal. He definitely has to come in the corporeal world to say. Constantly remember me alone, I am the purifier. This word is right. Baba says, remember me, all of you are impure. This is an impure and tamopradhan's world. This is why Baba says, don't remember any bodily beings. It is a good thing that no gurus, etc. is phrased here. The Father says, simply remember me, and your sins will be cut away. This is the power of your fire of yoga. The unlimited Father is telling the truth when he says that the gods of the Gita is an incorporeal one. It is not a question of Shri Krishna being this. God says, simply remember me alone, there is no other method. By returning home pure, you will claim a high status. Otherwise, your status will be reduced. I am giving you that the Father's message. I am a messenger. There is no difficulty in explaining this. Women, stones, intellects, hunchbacks can also claim a high status. Whether you live here or at homes with your families, it isn't that those who live here stay in remembrance more. Baba says those who live outside can also stay in remembrance a great deal and do a lot of service. Some come here and become refreshed by the Father and then return home. Therefore, they should have so much happiness inside. There are only a few more days in this dirty world, and we then go to the dead land of Shri Krishna. Even Shri Krishna's temples is called the land of happiness, Sukhdam. Therefore, since your children now belong to the unlimited Father, you should experience a limitless happiness. You were made into the Master of Heaven. You also said, Baba, I met you 5,000 years ago, and I will meet you again. You have to be victorious over Maya by remembering the Father. You no longer want to stay in this land of sorrow. You are studying in order to go to the land of happiness. Everyone has to settle his or her accounts and return home. I have come to establish the new world. All the rest of souls go and stay in the land of liberations. The Father says, I am the death of all deaths. I free all souls from their bodies and take them all back home with me. Everyone's asked to go back soon as because they don't want to live here. This is an old source and old body. The Father now says, I will take everyone's back with me. I will not leave anyone's behind. All of you call out to me, oh purified, come. People don't understand the meaning of that. Although they continue to remember me, they chant the name of the purifier, referring to the king's Rama of the warrior clan of the Silver Age. Shivbaba neither becomes a king nor a rules of a kingdom. It is wrong to call him King Rama. When they turn the beads of rosary, they says Rama's name. This is how they remember God. God is Shiva. Human beings have given him many names. They even call Shri Krishna by many names. Sham Sundar Venkatnath, the Lord of Paradise, Makhanchor, Butter Thief, etc. Would you say Shri Krishna was someone who stole butter? Not at all. You now understand that God is incorporeal, no bodily beings can be God. If even Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar cannot be called the God, how can human beings call themselves God? The Rosary of Victory 108 of the Fathers is remembered. Shiv Baba established heaven. The Lakshmi and Narayan were the master of that heaven. They must definitely have made effort period of that. That is called the confluence stage between the end of the Iron Age and the beginning of the Golden Age. It is a confluence of the cycles. However, those people then spoke of the confluence of the every age. They forget that called him the incarnations and said that he was in the pebbles and stones and in this every speck and dust. That too is in the drum. Anything that becomes the past is called the drama. After there has been greater with the someone that has become the past. Therefore you mustn't think about it. Acha. If someone said something or others just forget it. He said the same thing in the previous cycles too. If you remember it, you continue to become upset. Don't even speak about it. You children have to do service. There shouldn't be any obstacles to service. You mustn't show any weakness in service. It is Shiv Baba's service. You must never refuse to do it. Otherwise, you will destroy your own status. You have become the Father's helpers. Therefore, you have to give him complete help. You mustn't even slightly deceive the Fathers in doing his service. The message has to be given to everyone. The Fathers continue to say, give the museum such a name that when people see it, they will be able to enter it and can thereby come to understand. This is something new, and when people see something new, they immediately enter. Nowadays, people come from abroad to learn the accents yoga of Bharat. Accents means the oldest of all. That can only be the yoga taught by the God, which he taught 5000 years ago. There is no yoga in the golden and silver ages. The ones who taught you then departed. Only when he comes again after 5000 years does he teach Raj Yoga. Accent means 5000 years ago. When God taught it, that same God will then come at the confluence age once again and teach you Raj Yoga, through which you can become a pure. At these times, even the elements are tamopardhan. Even water caused so much damage. Calamities continued to happen in the old world. In the golden age, there is no question of the calamities. There, nature becomes your servant. Here, nature becomes your enemy and causes sorrow. There was no question of sorrow in the kingdom of the Lakshmi and Narayan. That was the golden age, the age of the truth. It is now being established once again. The Father is teaching you accents Raj Yoga. He will teach it again after 5000 years. Whatever part someone has, he will play that the same part again. The unlimited Father is also playing his part. The Father says, I entered this once, carrying out this establishment, and then return home. After the cries of distress, there will be cries of victory. This old world will be destroyed. When it was a kingdom of the Lakshmi and Narayan, the old world didn't exist. It is matter of 5,000 years ago. It cannot be the matter of hundreds of the thousands of years. The Father says, in order to benefit yourself, forget everything else to engage yourself in doing this service. Don't slunk and then become deceitful in the service you do. This is a God service. There will be many storms of Maya, but don't deceive anyone in doing God. The Father's service. The fathers continue to give you directions for the sake of service. You are true friends of anyone who comes, even your friends and relatives. You Brahmakumaris and kumaris are the friends with the whole world because you are the Father's helpers. There should be no enmity among friends. If something happens, just say, remember shivbaba. Engage yourself in following the Father's Srimad. Otherwise, you will cause yourself a loss. When you come here by train, you are all free. You have a very good chance to do service. The badge is very good thing. Each one of you definitely has to wear it. When someone asks, who are you? Tell him, we are the fire brigade. The fire brigade that puts out the fires. The whole world is now burning in the fire of lust. The Father now says, conquer lust, the greatest enemy. Remember the Father and become a pure. Imbibe divine virtues and your boat will go across. These badges have been created according to the Srimad. Very few children do service using their badges. Baba explains to you so many times in the Murli, every Brahman should have a badge. Explain the badge to whomever you meet. This is why this is Baba. You have to remember him. We are not phrasing the corporeal one. The bestower of the salvations for all is the one incorporeal Father, and it is he who has to be remembered. Your sins will be cut away with the power of yoga, and your final thoughts will lead you to our destinations. You will be liberated from the land of sorrow, and you will then go to the land of Vishnu. This is such a good news. You can also give them some literature. Tell them, because you are poor, we will give it to free of charge. Wealthy ones should give some money because penalty have to be printed. This is such a thing that you can change from a beggar and become a master of the world. You continue to receive these explanations. Tell anyone of any regions, in fact, you are soul. Consider yourselves to be a souls and remember the Father. Destruction is now just ahead. This world is going to change. If you remember shivbaba, you will go to the land of Vishnu. Tell them, we are giving you something that is worth millions and billions. Baba has told you so many times that you have to serve using your badge, but some of you don't even wear your badge because you are too embarrassed. When Brahman teachers come here with the group or when they go to the work on their own, they should definitely by wearing this badge. When you explain this badge to the people, they will become very happy. Tell them, we only believe in the one Father. Only He can give everyone peace and happiness. Therefore, remember Him. Souls cannot return home impure. This old world is now going to change. While you are coming here, you should do service in this manner on the way. Your name will be glorified a great deal. Baba understands that you are perhaps too embarrassed to wear your badge, and that is why you don't do any service. Firstly, you should have the badge. Then together with this, you should have pictures of the three murti, the cycles and the tree. Sit amongst yourselves and explain to one another, and many will gather around you. When they ask, what is this? Tell them, Shiv Baba is establishing a new world through this one Brahma. The Father says, now remember me and become a pure. Impure souls cannot return home. Tell them such sweet things that everyone's listen and a great happiness. However, This doesn't sit in anyone's intellect. When you go to your centers for class, you should always wear your badge. Military peoples always wear their badge. Are they ever embarrassed to wear it? You are the spiritual military. The Father is giving you directions, so why don't you put them into a practice? When you wear your badge, you are able to remember Shivbaba. I am a child of Shivbaba. Day by day, centers will continue to open. Some ones or others will emerge. They will say you don't have branch in this town. Tell them if someone's making arrangements and invite us to come and offers and accommodations. We can come and do service here. When children have crushed the Father's help, the Father only tells you children to open a centers and do service. All of these are Shiv Baba's shops. They are being run by the children. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost, now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bapdada. The spiritual father says Namaste to spiritual children. The spiritual children say Namaste to spiritual father. Essence for Dharna 1. Never slug among yourself and be deceitful in the service you do. Don't become an obstacles, don't show your weaknesses, but become the Father's complete helpers. 2. After there has been a quarrel with someone that has become the past. Therefore, you mustn't think about it. Someone maybe have said something or others, but you should forget it. He said the same thing in the previous cycle, so never mention it again. Blessings, may you be a messengers of the peace and become a master bestower of the peace and power and give others the message of the peace. You children are the messengers of the peace wherever you may be staying. Move along while consider yourselves to be a messenger of the peace. I am a messenger of the peace and I am giving the message of the peace. By doing this, you yourselves will remain a powerful embodiments of the peace and you will continue to give peace to others. When people cause peacelessness, give them peace. If they cause a fire, you shower water. This is the duty of you messengers of the peace, you master bestower of the peace and power. Slogan: just as it feels easy to come to a sound, so let it be just as easy to go a blind sound. Awake signal. Now ignite the fire of love and make your yoga volcanic. Constantly experience the stage of the light and might house in your yoga. This knowledge is the light and yoga is might. These two powers of the knowledge and yoga should be filled with the light and might. You can then be called a master, almighty authority. Such a powerful souls will be able to overcome any type of situations in a second. Acha, Om Shanti.